This is empty. What am I doing? Hi besties, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Today we've got a chill, cozy video because I have been in somewhat of a reading slump. But I have been doing some really fun autumnal activities and I have been reading a little bit, so I thought I would just show you the vlog footage that I've gotten and tell you about the books that I have read and show you all the fun autumnal things that I've done to get you in the fall spirit, in the fall mood. In the past couple weeks, I've been apple picking, I've gone to the state fair, I've carved pumpkins, I've gone to a corn maze, I've read in my hammock and gone on some fall walks. I've done a lot of autumnal things. So this vlog will be full of all of the cozy autumn vibes and a little bit of reading as well. It's okay to be in a reading slump. It's okay to DNF books. And I know that in this community, we're constantly like, how do I get out of a reading slump? Help me get out of a reading slump. And I know that's because we love to read, but sometimes you just gotta let it happen. Sometimes you just gotta ride that reading slump out and take a break from reading. So I'm reminding you, as well as myself, to not turn reading into a capitalist endeavor and to enjoy the process as opposed to the product or the quality instead of the quantity. That being said, let me tell you what books I've been getting into and then I'll let you see some vlog footage. The books I've been reading over the past couple weeks include The Road Through the Wall by Shirley Jackson, which is Shirley Jackson's debut novel, and it's about a suburban community in California, and in this community there's one road that has this brick wall across it, but one day the wall comes down and a road is made through the wall and things start to go wrong in this suburban neighborhood. I'm also going to be reading The Saturday Night Ghost Club by Craig Davidson. This was recommended to me by Alex over at Alexander Rams, who's my co-host for the Trigger TBR readathon, and I've been told that this is like Stranger Things vibes, Stand By Me vibes, because it's some young people engaging with the paranormal, and the plot is that our main character's uncle runs an occult shop and the two of them plus some other characters around town start the Saturday Night Ghost Club, where they go around town to different haunted places and they try to make contact with these ghosts and spirits and stuff like that. And it's supposed to be a really fun time. I'm really excited to get to this one, and I'm reading this one for the pumpkin patch square in Trigger TBR because it has orange on the cover. Also this week I'm listening to a book on audio. I'm listening to The Good House by Tananarive Due. We're reading this for my Scrollmates book club through my Patreon this month, and what none of us realized when we chose it is that it is a chunky boy. It's like over 600 pages. The audiobook is 21 hours. I listen to my audiobook sped up, so I'm making good progress. I'm already listening to it, but it follows a woman named Angie who's a lawyer and like an agent for actors. Her grandmother was Creole and practiced voodoo. Angie now owns her grandmother's old house, but in that house, a couple years prior to when our story starts, Angie's son died, and so the book kind of tracks Angie's return to the house for the first time in a few years since that incident. Things are not as they seem. I am really stoked about it so far. I'm really liking it. Fingers crossed that I'm still liking that one as we go. Additionally, I sort of need to get to The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. This will be a reread, my favorite horror book I've ever read. This is our official buddy read for the Trigger TBR readathon, so I need to reread it before our live stream so that I have actual things to talk about and say of value. I'm so excited to read this one again. It's a very comforting book to me, which I know is weird, and I'll probably talk about that more later in the vlog after I have read it. I just love this book. I'm very excited to re-enter the world of Hill House. So those are the books I'm gonna attempt to get to. We'll see what I finish, we'll see what I do, but it's a no pressure time right now, or at least a low pressure time right now, because that's what I am needing. And so that is what I shall give myself. As we jump into vlog footage, I want to know what your favorite like fall activities are. Do you have like a fall go-to thing that you do every year? For me, it's pumpkin carving and a corn maze. Tell me what your favorite fall activities are in the comments, because I need to add some to my repertoire. We can jump into the vlog footage where my hair will be longer because I started filming it before I got my hair cut. Okay. quick update on The Road Through the Wall. It's not my favorite at the moment. It's just really quite slow, and the road through the wall doesn't actually even happen until like 120 pages in, and the book is only like less than 200 pages. So I'm a little confused as to why that is. There's so many characters and not enough substance for each of them to like really care about them right now. So I definitely want to finish it because I've made it so far into it already, but I think I need to put it down until the end of the readathon because I have other things I really have to get to since I'm running this readathon. And I feel like the ending could be really cool and she could do something really cool with it, so I definitely want to finish. But I don't think it's gonna be in this vlog. Sorry, Shirley. I'm excited to reread The Haunting of Hill House by you. So thanks, Shirley. I'm listening to The Good House and really liking it. It's getting a little bit spooky. I like how much the author is giving you backstory of all these characters so that you're really invested in them before too much spooky stuff happens. She's giving us a lot to care about and I really appreciate that. The narrator is incredible. I'm really loving the narrator. She does lots of different voices for like some of our main characters. Not my cuff being completely undone. Have some class, Sally. Oh my god, no, it's that I didn't put my hand through my cuff. How have I not noticed that today? Or maybe that is tragic. Anyway, the narrator's great. I'm really liking it. And I'm going to start Saturday Night Ghost Club. Since I'm putting The Road Through the Wall down for now, I'm going to start this one next. And I have a feeling I'm really going to like it. Can she trust her gut instinct? We're going to find out.
Tastes like shit. Close up.
Okay, check-in. What did I finish? I finished The Saturday Night Ghost Club by Craig Davidson, and I have mixed feelings. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I thought it was fine. There wasn't enough of the club. Like, the club felt like such a minor part of the book. I really liked some of the characters, but the main character I thought was just kind of meh. There were parts in this book that were retrospective, and our main character was like an adult looking back on when he was 12, and I liked those parts better, honestly. Like, he is a brain surgeon in the present day, and he talks about brains and how they work and brain surgery, and that stuff sort of like relates to what's going on in the story. That I thought was super cool. And in those moments, I loved Craig Davidson's writing. I really loved when he was writing from that surgeon's perspective about the brain. I like the way it ends. I think it's a cool thing to do. I obviously can't say because I don't want to spoil it, but it's cool the way that it ends. I just thought the middle part was not very great in my opinion. There wasn't really enough character development for me to care about these people, and I always hate when this happens when somebody's recommended a book to me because I like don't want to disappoint them. This one just wasn't for me, but I get why other people like it a lot. As for The Good House, I'm making progress. I've listened to even more, and we're now at the point in the book where things are getting spooky. Okay, things are getting spooky. I'm here for it, I think. There is a little bit of a twist that's happening that I'm not sure that I love, but I'm not sure. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it also is the other thing, so we'll see. Because I finished Saturday Night Ghost Club, I started rereading The Haunting of Hill House, and I'm like 50 pages in, I think. I just love this book so dearly, and it's so comforting to me. I've said that before, and people have been like, are you crazy? Yes, but there's also just something about this story that I love so much. Like the way that they talk about fear and dread and all of these things just feels so familiar to me, but it feels like I'm being seen, not necessarily like I'm feeling that fear and dread, if you know what I mean. I mean, it is unsettling. I'm not saying that it's not doing its job, it is, but for me, there's some kind of weird magical comfort in this book. And I love it. So I'm stoked to keep reading this and to finish it and to finish up the readathon. And hopefully by then I will have finished this one and The Good House. And I'm hoping I can binge read We Have Always Lived in the Castle at the very end and check off all my boxes. But again, low pressure. I only finished one book in this vlog. sorry, but also not sorry because I'm doing what I need to do for my silly little brain. Do what you need to do on your own terms and take care of yourself first and foremost. I hope that this cozy, slow-paced autumnal reading vlog was fun for you because it's what I needed. And so that's what you got. Other than that, if you want to support me, the best way to do that is to subscribe to my Patreon. I'll leave the link down below. It's only $2 a month, and we do 2 book clubs every month and lots of extra live streams, a great Discord community, all that jazz. But other than that, you can also like this video, comment down below what your favorite read of fall has been and what your favorite fall activities are, and you can hit that red subscribe button. Honestly, that would mean the world to me. I hope you have a very happy Halloween, and in case you haven't heard it today, I love you.